Okay. A good evening to a very good evening to all our attendees and viewers who are watching us live on Facebook and YouTube. A very warm welcome to our Other Saga series. A quick recap for those of you who are new to Pick a Book. Pick a Book is all about reading and more reading and inculcating the habit of reading research and presenting the summary of it in our regular meeting sessions. Creating a better world by changing the sense of self through the habit of reading is the vision of Pick a Book. Currently, Pickabook marks its inspiring presence in four countries: Sri Lanka, India, Singapore, and UK, with over 1,000 readers, 18 regions, and 70,000 plus people inspired through our sessions, all in a just span of 1 year. Pickabook continues to spread its wings across the globe. So we have come up with a new initiative, a brand of its own called Author Saga series, wherein the authors can reach their readers and individuals with like-minded interests. Authors can also discuss the key insights of their books, and the readers can have the wonderful opportunity to know more about the book from the author himself. Today, the author who is with us is Mr. Guruvayurappa. He is the author of The Saw Method, The Vibrant Life, and a new version, and a book called Version 2.0, New You, about to release. Um Welcome, Mr. Guru.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. Thank you, Swarna, for giving me this opportunity. So it's exciting to meet people and share about the book. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Okay, Mr. Guru is he's a Winspiration coach, entrepreneur, chief founder of Agna, the Winspiration University. He's a keynote speaker, biofeedback trainer, NLP practitioner, LOA expert, Himalayan trekker, Nadi reader, chakra meditation practitioner, and enabler. He helps to achieve peak performance and wellness, accelerate success, and conquer defeat within 1 year by transforming their mind, body, and soul. He reads approximately 15,000 to 20,000 words a day. That's amazing. And loves reading. Okay, his mission is to inspire 1 million people to surpass limits and rediscover infinite inner power by 2025. So, once again, a very warm welcome to you, Mr. Guru.
Thank you so much, Swarna.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, from Pickabook and our lovely audience here, who is watching us live, we all would like to congratulate you on this wonderful book, and we wish you a long way in writing.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be with you guys, and I'm so overwhelmed by the love and affection that you share for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Were you an avid reader? And yeah, I mean that's what I've got it from your bio itself. So do you think reading books helped you played a major role in making who you are today and what you are today?
Absolutely. There was one point in my life where I used to finish one book in a day.
Hmm.
So I
Oh.
loved reading books. When I was a kid, the first thing I used to do when I go to my cousin's place or my friend's place is to get their English book. That's how I started the habit of reading. And at one point of time, after finishing my college, I was just jobless, sitting at home. I didn't know what to do. So I got around some 15 to 20 books with me. Can I continue?
Yeah, just a second. I just lost my screen somehow. I don't know. Just give me a second. I've got some.
Sure, sure.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. However, we are not able to see
Yeah,
you.
my video. Yes, I don't know. For some reason, I just know. I'm not yet visible, right?
Yeah, not yet.
Shit, I don't know what happened. Dinati, I'll just log in once again. Don't know what the problem is. Let me just. Yeah. So sorry for this.
Yeah, you are visible now.
Oh, great. Thank you. These technical issues are sometimes so problematic.
Happens.
I'm so sorry for that. Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't clear about my first question. How, I mean, you were talking about how reading helped you through your journey, right?
Yes, yes. So I was actually talking about the time when
Mhm.
I started, becoming a very avid reader.
Okay.
It's like I almost completed. I mean, I used to complete one book a day. So that's when I started reading my one of my favorite authors, Richard Bach. So
Mhm.
that's the journey of me, getting into the books.
Oh, great. Super. So, so how did your journey as a writer start?
Ah, see, for me, where I come from a CBSE background, so we have a paper in English called main course book, and
Okay.
in that particular section of the question paper, you are always supposed to write everything on your own. So
Oh,
at one point of time, there was a essay which we had to write for, say, I think some 1,000 words or something. I don't remember the exact number of words,
okay.
and it was a very vague concept, abstract concept was given to us.
Mhm.
So I had written an answer for that paper, for that question, and surprisingly, I was the one who scored the maximum marks in that entire 10th standard. 10th standard. So that's when my English teacher said, "You have a good flair for writing." So that's when I actually discovered that okay, even I can write too. And
Okay.
now that I once I started writing the book, I realized right from my younger age, I
Mhm.
had a flair for writing. When I was in, so I think fifth standard, I guess. We have a small notebook. It's a you go to the nearby kirana shop. They put all
Mhm.
the accounts. So that kind of notebook I had. I had written a very short story, but I lost it somewhere. I was
Okay.
just going back through my memories and realized, okay, I did write something right from my childhood. And
Okay.
then I always had this thought of writing a book, but I didn't know how to write a book and what to
Mhm.
write in a book. So what I did was I always carried a journal. Not I wouldn't say a journal exactly, like a
Mhm.
notebook. So whatever
Okay.
thoughts that come to my mind, I keep jotting
Mhm.
it down, and that
Mhm.
itself actually helped when I was writing the book.
Great.
That's the journey.
That's interesting. So, what made you write this particular book? On this particular topic, and especially, what inspired you to, put the title as the Saw?
Yeah. So this there is a backstory to it before I know before writing this book. So I was in a very bad depression. Okay, so my story goes
Mm.
back wherein every day I used to wake up thinking so bad about me, so negative thoughts, so many negative thoughts were there. It was like
Mm.
I wanted to kill myself every day. The moment I wake up, I said, "Oh no, this is not the right thing. So how can I kill myself? How do I die today?" So that was the thought I had every morning. But then,
Oh.
for the outside world, you cannot say, I am going to kill myself. People will, anyways, they'll think you're mad. And you yourself will know that you're somehow not in the right set of mind.
Mm.
So then I realized, okay, well, let me see what is going to happen. So I was like, one day, what happened? I was uh, um, watching TV, and suddenly certain realizations happened, and then I started finding out the way to live rather than the way to die. So
Mm.
this happened, and then I wanted to share this with the world. So I thought, what this is the best opportunity for me to write a book, because writing a book had been in my mind for a very long time. So I thought, okay, why not use this opportunity, write a book, and share my experiences, my learnings
Mm.
to the world, and help people like who are like me, who wanted to become successful, or who are like lost in between. So all these thoughts happened to me. In fact, this book, like, I wrote it for myself, as if
Mm.
I'm talking to myself. So that was the whole concept behind that.
Superb. That's an awesome inspiration, actually. Uh, that's the greatness about writing a books, because one need not go through every other experience in their lives to experience. They can just get all the knowledge, all the information, and every solution, almost most of the solutions which they usually face in the real life. So by reading these books and learning them through some other experiences, that's a smart way, and that's the best way. So thank you for coming forward and writing this book, and coming here today to share all your experiences once again. So
Sure,
thank you.
thank you so much, because I realized that's what my purpose is. That's the reason, whole reason, I was brought into this world. I was like, no, my story starts when I was a kid. My mom went for a checkup, actually. So
Mm.
I was a little premature. The doctor
Mm.
said the baby's movements has stopped, so immediately get admitted, and tomorrow we are going to operate and get the baby out, or else
Mm.
either you or the baby, any one would survive. So
Mm.
my mom and dad, they were like afraid, and they immediately got admitted. And
Mm.
I was just born 2 days after my mom got admitted there. So probably my life would have ended before that, but somehow the
Mm.
other reason I was brought in here. So
Mm.
probably this is one of the major reasons I feel so.
Okay. So you have many interesting pages in your own life as well. Great. Okay. So yeah, if we move on to, ladies and gentlemen, let's now move on to a little bit more into the book. What is in there in the book for us today. And to start with, I want to know, what is SAW in first place. What
Sure.
is SAW?
SAW is an acronym for Sync, Act, Win. So Sync,
Mm.
Act, Win. It's all about you tuning yourself, synchronizing yourself with the nature. That's the
Mm.
first ever step you need to take for any success in this world, be it
Mm.
materialistic or spiritual, doesn't matter.
Mm.
Unless or otherwise you are in sync with the nature, in sync with the energy around you, you cannot take
Mm.
the next step and go ahead. Some or the other way, you need to sync. It
Mm.
doesn't, you know, it's as simple as that. So once you are in sync with the nature, you need to take an action. You need to act on your instincts. You need to build yourself. So you need to work on yourself and go towards whatever your goal is or whatever your target
Mm.
is. So for that, you need to act. So
Mm.
once you are synchronized and once you are acting towards your goal, automatically you will reach the goal. That is your win.
Mm.
Winning doesn't stop there. You just have to keep continuing it. So
Mm.
you might today want a car. So you are
Mm.
successful in buying a car. So now what next? You need to buy a house. Go
Mm.
buy a house. Start a company. So go on a holiday. Start a family. So every step is a win. So for that,
Mm.
you need to be synchronized. take an
Mm.
action, and then you keep winning. That's the whole purpose of SAW.
Good. That's a great acronym for SAW. Think, act, and win. Great.
Yes.
Superb. So, but if I want to know, act and win are clear in terms of their meanings. But if I want to know what is a little more on what is synchronization.
Yes, that's a good question.
Mm.
So synchronization is all about. See, I will give you a very, I'll give you a detailed answer here.
Mm.
So how I'll tell you how I came to understand why I need to synchronize myself. First
Mm.
of all, as a human being, we are made up of when you just because first thing you need to answer is what you are. First of all, what are you? When I asked that
Mm.
question myself, I had
Mm.
varieties of answer, but then only one answer satisfied me. Now, I said I am a human being, and I'm made up of five elements. I'm made up of
Mm.
air, water, earth, ether, and then fire. So these are the five elements that I have inside my body. And
Mm.
I also realize outside there are five elements,
Mm.
right? So if both are the same, then what am I?
Mm.
So then I realized I'm just a miniature version of this entire universe,
Mm.
right?
Superb.
So if I am the miniature version of the entire universe has the power to create a lot of things, but why cannot I create my own life, my own
Mm.
success? So that is where sync comes into picture. So I realized that you need to synchronize yourself at all five levels of your elemental being. But
Mm.
there is a challenge, big challenge. You cannot directly go ahead and touch your fire inside the body. You don't even
Mm.
know where it exists.
Yes.
You
Yes.
these days, research has proved that you have a digestive fire, and it's
Mm.
like in Ayurveda, it's very clearly says it's just a very very minute drop, which is
Mm.
so potent enough to burn an entire
Mm.
human body. So that much potency is there in that fire. So it's called the
Oh.
Jataragni. And then
Oh.
you have water in terms of your blood and other fluids
Mm.
that go inside your body. So that is
Mm.
also not possible. You cannot go directly touch the blood.
Mm.
It get impure, right? Or you will
Mm.
lose a lot of blood. So again, that is a danger.
Mm.
And earth, forget it. You cannot go and touch the bones or muscles or tissues. You cannot repair it by your hand or any other thing by for that matter.
Yes.
So all these things you keep it aside. Think about ether. So which is your akasha. You can nowhere touch it. It's only feelable. Your feelings, your thoughts, and your mind.
Ah.
You don't even know where mind exists, right? So
Mm.
all these four elements we have talked about. And now the only one element that is there is air, the breathing
Mm.
that you do. So
Mm.
breathing is the only way to synchronize yourself with the energy around you that's called universe. You call it
Mm.
God or you call it nature. You give any name to it. So
Mm.
that's the only way that you can synchronize. So synchronization happens through breathing. And because of
Mm.
breathing, so many other good things happen. So that is
Mm.
how you start your success process.
Superb, awesome. I so loved the explanation. I understood without if I want to ask the synchronization, this would have been a left out answer for everybody. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a very, very beautiful explained, Mr. Guru. Superb. Thank you for that. So, first of all, let's all learn how to think, then act, then the winning comes. So that is,
Exactly.
yeah. So synchronization is because, like how Mr. Guru has explained, we cannot handle the rest four of them, but breathing is the only thing which is, pretty much accessible by us. So let's have a good control on our breath. Let's just be in sync with our breath, and then get the things going well in place. So thank you for that. And moving on to my next question, that's picturization or visualization. So what does that mean, and how does it work? Does it work
Um,
in first place?
yes, absolutely, 100% it works. It has worked
Mm.
for me. It will work for you, and it'll work
Mm.
for any person who's going to try it. Okay, but the
Okay.
thing is, picturization or visualization needs to be very, very, very precise to the point,
Mm.
or else it's just like beating around the bush. For example,
Mm.
I'll give you my own life example. Okay, I wanted to buy a car. I wanted a Honda.
Mm.
So my first car was a Honda. I
Hmm.
got it. And I used to love Civic, but then,
Hmm.
my Civic dreams got shattered because they stopped the production of Civic. And I was like wondering what is going to happen because my visualization, I always visualize myself driving a
Hmm.
Honda. And and then it didn't happen because Civic went out of production. And when I bought a car, my
Hmm.
what do you call that? The financial range was not affordable for a Civic.
Hmm.
So I was wondering what is going to happen. And
Hmm.
suddenly I see an ad that says Honda is going to come into this a, a sub 4 meter sedan, and they are
Hmm.
planning to launch it's called Amaze. And you know what? I was the first or one of the 50,000 first customers who booked an Amaze, and I am one
Hmm.
of it. And I had a red color one. And when I, suddenly the other day I was looking through one of my Google pictures, I realized, I had taken a photo next to a red color Civic.
Hmm.
It was a Honda Civic, a red color
Hmm.
one, the
Hmm.
exact same color of my Honda Amaze.
Oh.
So that's how visualizations work. You know, I was only visualizing a red color Honda car. I
Hmm.
wanted it to be a Civic, but then Civic was not there. So
Hmm.
the alignment happened in such a way that I got a red color Honda car, but it was amazing. Just the same thing. It was a petrol,
Hmm.
exact same config, almost the same configurations like Civic. I was like, wow, this works.
Hmm.
So not just this, so many other stuff in my life always works with visualizations. And the best thing is you need to be totally precise. If you want,
Hmm.
for example, many people want to become rich. They want to
Hmm.
get a more salary. But then if you ask them, they are not sure. I just need more salary. More
Hmm.
salary is what? Even 1 rupee is more, even 50 paise is more than what you get right now. But when you
True.
put a number to it, that's how it works. That's when it
Hmm.
actually, becomes a reality. So that's what is all about visualizations.
Great. Super. So that's wonderful. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's your way out. If you want to try, you can visualize your dreams first, and then picturize them in your mind, and then act on it. To make it a reality. So that is a beautiful way of getting it done, and it's well explained. And I know I have maybe it's a funny question here to say, but if at all we want to visualize something like if we want to have everybody talks about being rich or having a beautiful house or beautiful family. So what about the small wishes we have? Say if you want to have a long hair, the little things. So do they also work?
Everything works. Even if you want to sleep well, visualize sleeping well, you will sleep well. As
Wow,
simple as that.
great. So I'm going to try this for sure next time.
It will work. I will give you a little suggestion here.
Hmm.
So try to do one thing. Probably put a wig over your hair, a
Hmm.
longer hair, wig, and
Hmm.
then take a picture of yourself with that
Hmm.
wig. Stick it
Hmm.
in a place where you can see it daily. Just
Hmm.
spend some 2 to 3 minutes looking at it. Trust
Hmm.
me, it is going to happen even faster than you imagined.
Oh, wow. It's a beautiful tip. So, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is wishing to have that wonderful, beautiful hair, please follow this trick and let's see. You'll have, at least, you will get to try something and, just believe it. Yeah. So, thank you so much. Thank you. We'll do that for sure. Okay. So, moving on to my next question, and why is self branding required?
Yeah, one of my favorite topics.
Hmm.
You know, when I'll ask you a question. What do
Hmm.
you what comes to your mind when I say the name Rajnikant?
His style,
Mhm. Then
his
Mahendra Singh Dhoni,
his helicopter shot, whatever he's good at hitting, those things.
Messi,
He's a damn good football player.
Abdul Kalam.
Ah, he's a mission man, our
So
president. Yep.
those
Great.
people built a brand around themselves,
Hmm.
right? So
Yes.
when you want to become a success, you need to have a brand about yourself, first of all. People, when they think about you, they should get an image that okay,
mm,
if somebody talks about Swarna, she's a
mm,
PAB global head. So
mm,
that's one of the brand that you have. But
mm,
who is Swarna is a question. When
yes.
that question happens, if you
Mm,
have a brand for yourself, like you said,
mm,
style, it's Rajnikant.
mm,
Then
mm,
missile man is Abdul Kalam. Helicopter
mm,
shot is Dhoni. So
mm,
that branding,
mm,
you are the brand of your own life. So self branding is must. Unless or
mm,
otherwise you build a brand for yourself, your success is secondary only.
mm.
That's the first step for success. Build your brand, automatically you'll become a success.
Superb. Great. So it's a very good point. That seriously makes sense. With the examples you have taken, seriously, whenever we think of that person, the immediate thing that comes into mind is, their speciality, the brand they carry forward. So superb. So ladies and gentlemen, start working on building your own self branding. That will automatically lead you to a successful person you are. Thank you. And then yeah, the next question is also a very, very important question for a lot of people out there, and probably, a lot of people are struggling for these things. So you yourself is a living example for this also. So how to one handle failure? How can one handle failures?
Very simple. First of all, fail. And only then you
Hmm.
will know how to handle failure. So unless or otherwise you fail, you will not know what failure is and you will not
Exactly.
know how to handle it. See, the
Hmm.
major problem in the current world is people are afraid to fail. The
Hmm.
moment they hear the word fail, they are like, they feel it's like a big devil with two or three
Hmm.
horns or nothing. It's just another experience. There are no failures in life. There is only feedback. When
Yeah.
you do something, if it doesn't go well, it's okay, no problem, don't take too much stress on that. Just
Hmm.
understand what it is trying to tell you, learn
Hmm.
that, try to do it another way. That's as simple as that. But it's important that I'm not asking everybody to fail as soon as you start something.
Hmm.
I'm not asking that. But it would become absurd when I tell that. But what I'm saying is, don't take failure as final destination. It's just one another process while on the way to success. Because I have
Hmm.
failed so many times. If you ask me about failure, I can actually give you a 3.5 hours 4 hours lecture on failures. no I I'll give you a real time life example of when I was the last person
Hmm.
in my engineering batch to complete. you know uh, I was the last person to finish my engineering. I had failed so many times in my maths exam. Doesn't
Hmm.
mean that I am not an engineer. No, I still have got the degree. Yes, it's a second class. Doesn't matter. What is a big deal? I still
Hmm.
know the concept. If you ask me to design a RAM, I can design a RAM. If you
Hmm.
ask me to talk about RAID, I can talk about RAID. If you ask me to talk about databases, I can still talk about databases. Nothing to worry about. Just failure is just another feedback. That's it. If you think
Hmm.
too much about failure, then there is this wo char log kya kahenge. Don't
Hmm.
think about those char log. They are useless people in your life. Your life is only your responsibility. Whatever happens, you take control of it, whether it is failure or success. That's it. Just go do the work. Do your work, and rest everything will automatically be taken care.
Superb. Awesome. The lot of big things you're saying it, in a very, 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 very simple way. So failure also, such a big word. To be frank, yes, like the how you explained it, it is treated as a big thing, and it's a demon-like thing. But then looking at it from the way you said, it is like it's just pretty much part and parcel of our life. So everybody will fail, but then let's not stuck over there. Let's move on. Let's learn something from the failure. Failure happens because of this, because of that reason, so that we have something to learn from. So let's
Exactly.
take that. Yeah. So let's take that positively. It's showing us a way to learn something from that. So let's learn and just move on. So it's something big must be waiting for us.
Very true.
Thank you. Okay, so with that, I'll move on to my last question for the day. What is a Nindo?
Yes. One of my very, very favorite topics is this Nindo. Okay, it's a
Hmm.
Japanese word. It's called the ninja way. Okay, whatever I am right now, I owe a lot to Japanese anime. I watch a lot of Japanese anime, and at this point, I give a lot of credits to one of the more famous anime called the Naruto. Okay, so
Hmm.
Naruto, that anime made a huge impact in my life, and
Hmm.
in that there is this term comes up called Nindo. Every ninja has a Nindo,
Ah,
which is their ninja way of life. So for
okay.
Naruto, it was not going back on his word, not breaking his promise, and he says he will keep on the word that he gives up and never goes back on his word, and he never gives up. So that's his Nindo. So I was
Hmm.
thinking about what my Nindo is then.
Hmm.
So I actually went in on a very deep what do you call retrospective mode. In fact,
Hmm.
it took me around 3 to 4 years for me to even find that Nindo.
Hmm.
Then I realized the best thing about me is my positivity. Whatever happens, I try to look at the positive side of that and
Hmm.
probably try to get, okay, this happened. What next?
Hmm.
That is how I actually look at it. I don't
Hmm.
give too much, into the problems. Rather, I try to find more solutions to that one problem because
Hmm.
focusing on the problems is not going to help you. Focusing on the solution is going to help you. So
Hmm.
that I'm able to do because of my positivity. I'm
Hmm.
I'm one of the most positive persons. I can actually say it with pride. Okay, it's not boasting. I'm proud that I'm very positive. And in fact, in Clubhouse, I run a club called Vitamin P Positivity Pill. So every
Okay.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I host
Hmm.
a room. So we
Hmm.
talk about different topics, and I try to spread positivity as much as possible
Hmm.
because that's the only and the
Hmm.
more positivity I share, the more positivity I become, and I get back a lot of positivity. So that's
Yeah.
my Nindo. So you need to find your own ninja way, the Nindo. So that is
Hmm.
going to keep you moving forward. Whenever you're
Hmm.
stuck somewhere, your Nindo
Hmm.
is like a flag post. It says,
Okay.
dude, this is not right. This is the real you. You need to go
Hmm.
for this. So that's how
Hmm.
Nindo works.
Superb. Superb. So it's a new word for us today, Nindo. Okay, so that sounds interesting, pretty interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, quickly let's all start finding our Nindo so that whenever we have any blocks in our life, so that keeps us going, as Mr. Guru has said. So, let's quickly get into action to find our own Nindo. Thank you. Good. So many interesting learnings today, Mr. Guru. It was awesome. It was sounding very, very different, right from the words, right from the experiences, right from what you have been sharing us. Everything is sounding new. So everything, there's a lot to explore in that, for sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, quickly grab this book. I think it's available on Amazon, right?
Yes, it is available on Amazon.
So also on Kindle.
Yes, it is there in
Yes.
Kindle as
Good. So online readers or the book readers, both of you have got this wonderful opportunity to get it on Amazon. So and the Kindle version as well. So let's all grab it soon and just go through what's written by this, because the snippets of the book all itself is sounding so interesting. It's not when you go through the book, you'll find a lot of solutions for that, for the problems which you're going to face in your life, which you have faced already in your life. So let's do that, and let's quickly give up a big round of applause for Mr. Guru. And thank you so much, Mr. Guru, for being there today with us, and for sharing your valuable inputs, and taking time out to share your experiences and knowledge to us, and to pick a book, and to our lovely audience here tonight who is watching us live. So
Thank
no.
you, Swarna. Is it okay if I can give a compliment to all the
Mm,
listeners who have joined? It's like
yeah, yeah,
no,
sure.
I will share a link with everyone so that
Mm,
this is I've actually shared a link with Diniti. So I have actually collected all my 10 to 12 years of learning. and
Hmm.
I'm giving a complimentary email course. Now, people who are
Okay.
interested, I've shared the link with Dinity, can register in
Hmm.
that link. So you will
Hmm.
get an activation email. It will either
Hmm.
be in the promotions or in the spam. So probably that would be the first email. So go ahead, activate your ID, and
Hmm.
as soon as you activate, all the daily mails will come to your inbox.
Hmm.
So that is where I'm giving my second book. It's called The Vibrant Life, that is
Hmm.
available only in that email course. It's
Oh,
exclusive there, and this is a compliment from me to all the listeners who have joined with us today. So just a token of gratitude.
superb. Thank you so much. That's a very, very kind gesture. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dinati, can you share that link in the I mean in the messages so that it's available for everybody out there to access that? Yes, done. Thank you so much, Dinati. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from our author today and from Pick a Book as well. So, just go through this book and then the compliment which is given by the author. So, please have a look at it and then grab the advantage. Thank you so much. And then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us tonight. And that's all for today. And see you all next week. And take care. Bye bye. Have a good day.